Spear of Heaven, Shield of Earth. In a desperate last-ditch effort to assassinate Koro Sensei, the government went high-tech. We'd been pushed aside, given absolutely no say.
Okay then, everybody. Moment of truth, our final mission.
We need to see him. This can't end until we do. Countdown to Koro Sensei's deadline. Approximately 3 hours.
とにかくもうちょっと待って叫びも虚しく消えて僕はただただ迫るリミット全力怯えてたんだ現実とは容赦なくて特に時間はやばいねそれなしじゃ眠れないブランケ奪われてくのに似てる他愛もない意味もわかんないことで笑ったり悩んだり最後のチャイム鳴り響けば楽しい時も終わるバイバイエスタデイ365日分の学びをカバンに詰め込んでいつもみたいまた明日的にバイバイエスタデイ365日分の出来事僕を大人にしたなら涙なんて見せもしないでバイバイエスタデイ365日分の思い出もっと大人になっても少しも色褪せないさ
The Spear of Heaven will be fully charged in about 3 hours. Shame that magnificent bastard will be obliterated so completely. Seems a waste of good test samples. The things we do in the name of world peace.
Do the kids have a chance? Can they pull it off?
Report.
There's an intruder on the mountain, sir.
Someone's gotten past the police line.
It's more than one!
This is a nightmare. I can't get a visual on how many. Think you can mess with us?
Way to go. Good teamwork, you three.
We've lost comm with B Squad. These sons of bitches are the real deal. Stay alert.
Yes, sir.
What the hell? We've got a sniper! Our position is compromised! Send reinforcements!
Okay. That didn't really sound so good for him.
He's fine. No, honest, all I did was wrap him up.
This squad's been neutralized. We're good.
Nice.
How are things by you?
At the moment.
My sinuses are on fire!
Sorry, soldier, but hey, look on the bright side. This is a testament to how difficult it is to make you scream. Come on, man, I've got to lure your buddies here somehow, don't I? I think I can take down 2 or 3 more. Hey, Ritsu, what are the odds on that?
Good. At least 3 more approaching over the ridge. They've got a fixed machine gun on the high ground. It's stationed over by the fir trees.
Roger that. So if we cut a path through the Crimson Glory vines out past the stone oaks, we should be set?
Yep. That ought to get you there.
Tarasaka, you're up next. Head that direction and take 'em out. Advance your team to the Lone Pine.
Copy that!
Squad C and D are MIA.
Status report, now.
Damn it, Karasuma. What is this?
Those boys and girls know the mountain like the backs of their hands. It's their turf, where they've spent most of the past year. What do you expect? You've never set foot in this place before. They know their own hunting ground better than you. On this patch of campus backwoods, they're the most terrifying assassins imaginable.
Ah, you put them up to it, didn't you?
I did nothing of the sort. They make their own decisions. Believe me when I say they're more than able to operate on their own. I've learned from experience not to hold them back. They'll get the best of you every single time.
Spoken like a proud papa.
All right, Okajima, I'm there. About another 50 meters.
Karma Akabane, easily the best suited to lead. He's the brains of this outfit, you can be sure. Mind like a steel trap.
Oh God! How many of them are there?
Cool, we'll just give you a little taste.
How much are we loving all these booby traps right now?
We set them for Koro Sensei, but they work just as good on people.
Ah! Hey, let me down! Ah!
Guess there's a few of you jokers still left. Not bad, kids. You caught us with our pants down. I'd say you've got this neck of the woods down better than we do if it weren't so obvious. Really? Stun darts? Thing is, once you know what you're up against, turning the tables ain't nothing.
Karma!
Little punks. Listen, if you just behave, this can be over and nobody has to get hurt. What's the point of rebelling this late in the game? Give it up already!
One way or another, we're gonna see this thing through to the end!
You don't get to march in at the last minute! Tell us what to do!
You have to trust us. We know how to handle Koro Sensei.
Stand down and let us do this our way.
Karma!
Nagisa.
Heads up! The guy's still moving!
Stupid teenagers! Hey, dumbasses! What do you think you're doing? Finish what you started instead of high-fiving each other like losers!
None of the troops are responding, sir.
Damn it!
I thought that sounded like you.
Koro Sensei.
You've come so far. Look at you.
Those students crossed the barrier knowing full well the danger they'd be up against? What was this stunt supposed to accomplish?
We can't just leave a group of civilians to their own devices. If the target feels cornered, things could get desperate. We don't want the situation to get any worse. May I suggest you send us in? Irina and I have experience dealing with these kids.
What?
The laser's almost charged up.
So it would seem. I imagine they'll probably try firing the killing shot just shy of midnight. There's enough concentrated power in that baby to shut down even my absolute defense form.
What do? We have to leave. Let's try to find a way out of here. Oh, I know. You could take us as hostages or something.
I'm sorry, children. There's no stopping this now. Too many people are aware of my existence.
You knew it'd come to this eventually. You knew it all along.
Even if I don't explode, the cat's out of the bag. We'd be fools to think the world would accept the existence of something like me. Sooner or later, they'll want me out of the picture. It's a perfectly reasonable reaction.
You can't tell me we wouldn't have found a way around all that if we'd acted sooner. We could have busted up the barrier protectors, gone on TV to try and make our case.
You'd have met with resistance. The public would decry you as dangerous, possibly demand you to be put under surveillance. And besides, the projector's defenses are impregnable. If I so much as chuck a rock at them, the answer is anti-aircraft artillery. Likely as not, even given your skill, you would have been captured. That's the level of sophistication we're looking at here. No expense was spared, no technical innovation overlooked. In a very real way, my assassination represents the many disparate threads of mankind's cumulative wisdom brought together for a single purpose. What an accomplishment. In truth, I'm honored.
So then, you're saying all the hard work we put into this has been for nothing?
Come now, Yada. I hardly think that's fair. Think about it. You've journeyed to outer space, uncovered vital information. Surely we don't call that nothing. Especially when said information brought our classroom a much-needed ray of light. The past month may have been short, but also uncommonly sweet. That's what it's all about. The hard work gave you heart. You used every bit of what you've learned to come and see me one last time. For a teacher, there is no greater happiness.
So time's up, is that it?
You?
The risk is still less than 1%, and I don't care what other people say. I'll take those odds any day. We've been a hell of a lot closer to you than any of the jerks running this show. They have an obligation to hear us out. The octopus isn't dangerous. He's a pervert, sure, but he's not dangerous.
As far as they're concerned, we're in over our heads. Why give delinquents the time of day, right? It's much easier to brush us off.
Like we're just gonna take it? Bullshit!
Next government suit crosses my path.
Tarasika, all of you, permit me to give you a word of advice. In life, we travel upstream, thrashing against the mighty current of society. More often than not, things simply won't pan out as you wished. Don't apportion blame. Society is in a circumstance of its own. Resist the temptation to renounce it. Believe me, your time and energy are far better channeled elsewhere. When hardship prevails, say, "That's life," and marshal your dignity toward navigating the disappointment as best you can. When the water calms, ask yourself, if society tosses me about like a piece of driftwood, is it wiser to stay the course or find another way? If E-Class has taught you nothing else, take this to heart. In the assassination classroom, you don't have to face hardships head-on. You can run. You can hide. Launch a sneak attack, if it's not against the rules. Avail yourself of unconventional methods. Whatever you choose, above all else, be determined. Don't give frustration the last word. The beauty of trial and error is that there's always hope. Never forget, when the moment calls for a decisive strike, you are an assassin.
Ugh, unbelievable. Of all the times to lecture.
What can I say? A lesson seemed appropriate. A good educator never passes up an opportunity to teach. Thank you. Your rescue efforts moved me more than you could possibly know. I'm embarrassed to admit that I've been holding back tears. Aren't I a mess?
How can he be so composed? I mean, if he'd never come here, he might have been able to lead a normal life. It's us. We were the reason.
By the way, Nakamura, I couldn't help but notice how delicately you carried yourself during the last battle. And, do I smell something sweet by chance?
Your ears are as sharp as your nose. It's been exactly 1 year to the day since the moon blew up. And if I remember correctly, Miss Yukimura designated today as your birthday. Yeah, it's no big deal, but I mean, if you want to shower me with praise for getting it here intact, then I get... Hey!
Sorry, but this is my first taste of sweet in a week.
Don't you dare get your drool on it! Ugh, so gross. All right, guys, let's sing. And go. Happy birthday to you.
Dude, do we even have the rights to this song? You!
Happy birthday, dear Koro Sensei. Happy birthday to you.
My wish already came true.
Come on, blow out the candles. There's just the
A
one.
far greater reward than I could ever deserve.
And many more.
Shiro!
You Nagisawa.
The hour is upon us. So then, permit me to give you the gift of the world's cruelest death.
Hello there. You do know who I am, don't you, sir?
I should reintroduce him for the benefit of your students. This, boys and girls, is the pupil who stole the name Reaper from your teacher. As of today, I take the liberty of christening him the new and vastly improved Koro Sensei.
Shame you never really knew me. Maybe another time. It's been fun, though.
I thought if I could pass my skills on to an apprentice, the scope of my work would broaden. And well, he volunteered so eagerly, how could I not accept? Here was a boy who coveted power, so power I taught him in spades. To inspire loyalty, I emphasized the chasm between our respective gifts. I gave him profit and awe in equal measure. Betrayal ought not have been possible.
Master, I've looked over the infiltration route for this job. I say we take the east side, fewer guards there. It'll be much easier. I'm happy to do the prep work for us. Couple of minor tweaks ought to do the trick.
I don't think so. We'll stick to the plan as is, thank you.
Master, I've come up with a knife move that's guaranteed to spill blood. It's a dual-wield variation on your own signature method.
Not terribly effective. Unless you want the blood spill to be your own. Master the method I actually taught you. I shouldn't have been so hard on him. Truly, I shudder to think how much I didn't know.
He wanted your approval. Everything he did was just to get your attention. Believe me.
I'm sorry. You were the first student I took under my wing. And I never gave you credit.
Yanagisawa, why is he here all of a sudden? Tell me this is part of the plan.
Well, this does give us the opportunity to collect combat data, not to mention a body.
A single specimen would win the war on terror overnight. An invincible killing machine. The list of practical applications is virtually endless.
What's that? No, seriously! Oh, crap!
Reaper 2.0, the one who attacked us.
Okay, before it was just his face. But now his entire body freaks me the hell out.
He underwent the same modifications as your precious octopus. With one difference. Quite unlike Itona and my would-be sister-in-law, he begged for them. Far be it from me to judge, but I think that puts him a cut above. I know, wrap your head around that. A man able to overwhelm you in human form now possesses unlimited power. Tentacles fueled by pure hatred. Can you imagine? That was a sonic boom. His tentacles have an initial velocity of Mach 20. Their top speed, however, is Mach 40.
How is that even possible?
In short, his basic performance level is doubled. The tentacles amplify 2.0's ungodly kinetic vision and intuition. He is readily adaptable to a supersonic world. Unlike some people, he took to his tentacles with ease. He shares that in common with version 1.0.
Koro Sensei!
The most significant difference, though, is that his tentacles, quite unlike yours and those of the octopus, were designed for sustained use. He requires no upkeep, rendering him effectively disposable. In exchange for being given 3 months to live, he can tap continuously into unthinkable reservoirs of strength. Oh, and his expiration date does not come with an explosion.
Efficient, deadly, sustainable, and safe.
Why do you always have to do this? Why do you always have to hurt people? Do your own dirty work for once!
You think I'm not willing to? You think I'm not prepared to meet my own demise? Come now, that's very naive.
What did he just do?
Oh no.
I'm beyond giving a damn whether I live or die. Everything I cared for was stolen from me long ago. I'm merely a collection of muscle fibers, joints, nerves, fertile ground for tentacle implantation. No, an empty temple where godlike powers can thrive. Know this, guinea pig! Your death will haunt these children for the rest of their earthly existence.
What the? Listen to me, class. There's something I neglected to mention in my earlier lesson. A clever assassin may avoid confrontation for a while. But sooner or later, the fight will come. And when it does, every last ounce of strength will be put to the test. In my case, that would be now.